all say this together. Lawsuit. Now I need y'all to say it slower. Lawsuit. He lost. He sued. He lost. He sued.
Drake is filing a petition against Universal Music Group, artificially inflating the spread of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Today's feature, why Drake's career might be in serious trouble after the Kendrick Lamar lawsuit. For over a decade, Drake has been a dominant force in hip-hop, crafting hits that resonate across the globe. Whether it was through emotional ballads, club anthems, or cutting-edge collaborations, his ability to stay ahead of the curve made him a giant in hip-hop. Drake's consistency at the top of the charts and his knack for creating music that appeals to diverse audiences have made him one of the most successful and influential artists of his generation. But lately, cracks are starting to show in the empire he built, and a major lawsuit has brought him to a critical crossroads. Drake is now locked in a legal battle with Universal Music Group, UMG, the label that helped turn him into a global superstar. In the lawsuit, Drake accuses UMG of using bots and Payola to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's streams and sales for the track Not Like Us. The accusations don't stop there. He also claims UMG funneled money to iHeartRadio as part of a pay-to-play scheme, ensuring Kendrick's song received disproportionate airplay. According to Drake, these tactics gave Kendrick an unfair advantage while sidelining his own projects. Drake's allegations suggest that UMG has shifted its priorities. Once focused on Drake as their flagship artist, the label now seems intent on positioning Kendrick Lamar as their new marquee act. This potential pivot, according to Drake, reflects more than just industry politics. It feels personal. For an artist who's dominated for over a decade, this perceived betrayal by his label adds another layer to an already complex battle. These claims come off the heels of a public rap battle between Drake and Kendrick in 2024, where fans and critics widely agreed Kendrick emerged victorious. His track Not Like Us delivered sharp accusations about Drake that has hurt his public image, to say the least, while evidence swirling the internet back up the claims Drake has been questionable at the very least. In my opinion, he lost to Kendrick in a landslide, and this loss, combined with the accusations in the lawsuit, has sparked a growing narrative that Drake's dominance is slipping and the industry's focus is shifting to fresher, more lyrical, revered voices like Kendrick Lamar. Not just the industry, but the people as well, as Kendrick has done nothing but elevate ever since, even being selected as the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show main act. While Drake is no stranger to controversy or competition, this lawsuit represents a new kind of challenge. By accusing UMG of sabotage and favoritism, Drake risks burning bridges with one of the most powerful forces in music. If this fallout damages his reputation with UMG or fails to garner public sympathy, it could mark the beginning of a significant decline. Today, we'll explore the history of Drake and Kendrick's rivalry, the allegations in the UMG lawsuit, and 3 reasons why this conflict could signal significant trouble for Drake's career. What happened? Let's talk about it. It's your boy JC, StuntedGrowthMusic. Let's get it. Take a minute to like, subscribe, and comment on who I should do next. Drake and Kendrick Lamar's relationship has always been defined by quiet competition and occasional tension. When Kendrick featured on Drake's Take Care album in 2011, their partnership seemed amicable. But things shifted in 2013 when Kendrick's fiery verse on Control declared war on his peers, including Drake. Over the years, Kendrick has taken shots at Drake, questioning his authenticity and reliance on pop success. Meanwhile, Drake has always largely brushed off the criticism, continuing to dominate the charts. In 2024, their rivalry exploded into a full-blown clash when both artists dropped diss tracks aimed directly at each other. Kendrick's 4-song onslaught dissected Drake's persona, commercial appeal, tactics of using artists to gain relevance, and accusations of PDF behavior, while Drake's responses lacked the sharpness fans expected. critics and fans widely agreed Kendrick came out on top, solidifying his position as the genre's preeminent lyricist. Now, with accusations of bot-driven streams and pay-to-play schemes, the rivalry has escalated beyond music and into a battle for influence within the industry itself that can backfire greatly on Drake for these reasons.
Rap music is weird now anyway. I want to hear what you listen to.
Reason number 1, losing trust with Universal. Drake's lawsuit against UMG is a risky move that could significantly impact his career. While UMG has been instrumental in Drake's rise, helping him become one of the biggest artists in the world, accusing them of sabotaging him paints the relationship in a new light. By claiming UMG used bots and Payola to inflate Kendrick Lamar's streams and boost his sales, Drake implies that the label is no longer working in his best interest. This public accusation could backfire in multiple ways. First, it exposes internal conflicts that may make UMG less inclined to support Drake in the future. Labels like Universal thrive on cooperation with their artists, and when trust erodes, so does the willingness to invest heavily into their success. If UMG feels Drake is a liability or too demanding, they may deprioritize his projects in favor of other artists like Kendrick Lamar, whose relationship with the label seems smoother. Secondly, Drake's lawsuit suggests dissatisfaction with how UMG allocates its resources. By framing himself as the victim of favoritism, he risks alienating not just the label but also other artists under its umbrella. In an industry that relies on alliances, burning bridges with one of the most influential entities could leave Drake isolated. Lastly, this lawsuit could tarnish Drake's image as someone who navigated the music business with finesse. Fans may start to view him as bitter or unable to handle competition, which weakens the confident, untouchable persona that has been central to his brand. Drake's fallout with UMG could be more than a legal battle. It may mark a turning point in his career trajectory. Reason number 2, Kendrick Lamar's rising momentum. Kendrick Lamar has steadily climbed the ranks of hip-hop, earning respect from fans and critics alike for his lyrical depth and uncompromising artistry. His recent success with Not Like Us has only solidified his position as one of the genre's most influential voices. Drake's lawsuit alleging UMG used bots and Payola to boost Kendrick's streams has added a layer of controversy, but it may ultimately backfire on Drake. Kendrick's fan base already sees Drake as the antithesis of the industry's manufactured stars. Whether or not UMG engaged in shady practices, Kendrick's reputation as a real artist remains intact. Fans view him as someone who prioritizes art over commercialism, which makes Drake's accusations feel more like sour grapes than legitimate grievances. Additionally, Kendrick's recent victory in their rap battle and his Super Bowl selection has tipped the scales of public opinion. Drake has always been seen as a master strategist, but Kendrick's ability to out-rap him on such a public stage has changed the narrative. Now, Kendrick looks like the underdog turned champion, while Drake appears to be scrambling to maintain his grip on the crown. Kendrick's momentum, fueled by his perceived authenticity, is hard to stop. If UMG continues to push Kendrick as their top priority, it could spell trouble for Drake's dominance. The lawsuit has only brought more attention to Kendrick, giving him an even larger platform to challenge Drake's legacy. In the eyes of many fans, Kendrick is already winning or has won the war already, and every move Drake makes seems to widen that gap. It makes you ask the question, who is even advising Drake's moves at this point? Reason number 3, strained fan support and public perception. Drake has always been a master of managing his public image. Whether it was ghostwriting allegations, beefs with other rappers, or personal drama, he found ways to come out on top. But this time, the narrative isn't working in his favor. By suing UMG, Drake risks looking insecure and overly focused on behind-the-scenes politics rather than letting his music speak for itself. Fans have come to expect Drake to handle challenges with confidence, using his hits to silence critics, but this lawsuit paints a different picture. One of an artist who feels threatened and frustrated by the shifting landscape of hip-hop toward a guy that just demolished him in every way in their rap battle. The accusations against UMG, particularly claims of payola and pot-driven promotions, have raised eyebrows. While payola is a legitimate concern in the industry, it's a controversial topic that makes Drake's claims seem self-serving. Instead of coming across as a whistleblower exposing industry corruption, Drake looks like someone who's struggling to adapt to a game he used to dominate. This legal drama also risks alienating Drake's core fan base. For years, fans have seen him as untouchable, capable of weathering any storm, but now some are questioning whether he's losing that edge that made him great. As Kendrick's momentum grows, Drake's focus on lawsuits rather than hits could turn fans away, especially if his next project doesn't live up to expectations. Public perception matters, and right now, Drake is losing ground. The lawsuits combined with his recent loss in the rap battle and pretty much all his behavior since the battle have made him look vulnerable in a way that could hurt his brand long term, could even ja rule him. All in all, this is just another chapter in the fall of Drake since being throttled by Kendrick Lamar. All his actions since the beef have painted Drake to be a sore loser and proves most the things Kendrick accused him of, most of all being out of touch, is true. His public image has been shattered outside his diehard fans who are still in the bubble that he actually won and sound just as delusional as Drake seems. Now, with these legal actions against the actual machine that has made him successful to this point, can turn out to be the final blow to his rap career. Salute, much respect, but for these reasons, Drake's career might be in serious trouble. It's your boy JC StuntedGrowthMusic, and I'm out.